Hey, we're at Portland Fairview RV Park and we're gonna give you a tour of most of this park. So to start with, this is our pull through. I love the pull throughs here. They make it so nice and easy, and it's pretty close to the clubhouse and kind of close to the trash. It's about the same. So just a short ways down the little hill that you see right here, you can get to the trash, and that enters into a whole nother parking, and they have the trash all covered with this, which is super nice so that you don't see all the garbage. A downside, I would say, that really is just to Portland in general, is that people dumpster dive a lot, which I'm not gonna knock on and say, like, I mean, it's good people reuse, right? But the downside is, one, it's gross. I mean, they're doing it during the day and everybody is like trying to dump their stuff in there. Two, like, FYI, don't put in your important papers, right? You shouldn't do that anyway, but people are obviously right there going in the trash. So be warned, your info could be gone through. The positives to our little walk down to the pond that we like is everybody rubs their hands in lavender. It's a good little walk to our beautiful pond. You get down to the pond area. Here's the exercise little cabin. And then here's the pond where you can go feed the ducks. And they actually have bags of corn here for you, but really, I mean, for kids. So I'm sure they'll give it to anybody. But they give little bags of cracked corn to come feed the ducks, and it's pretty fun. There's one of them now. And just so you know, one of the neighbors said that she saw a mom with her baby otters under this little ledge here. So not only ducks are here. Part we really like this. Oh, there's a baby duck. I'll tell you in a minute, because we got to stop for a baby duck. We've been here a few times. That this park is really well kept, that the grounds, other than the moles, which, I mean, that's kind of hard to take care of. It's Oregon. Really, it's just the West Coast. But I mean, trash-wise, it's all kept up. People that are permanent here keep their area nice. You know, at Jansen Beach, it's not so much the case. You know, in summertime it is. They keep up a little bit nicer, but at Jansen Beach in the winter, it's like a hoardersville kind of a thing, and here is not like that. So that part is really nice about coming to the Fairview RV Park. And it has a lot of places to come, or to park. There's space up this hill behind the trees if you want it quieter. There's down the way, I think they keep this for more like permanent residents, that one, and up this way, up here. But there's, I don't even know how many spots here. So many. It's a pretty big park. Not the biggest we've ever stayed in. That was Mount Hood. But it's a pretty good size, and they do a really good job. The maintenance people are super sweet. One thing I will say is a downside, and it's just like a bummer in scheduling, but it's been unfortunate for us every time we've come here, is that the pool's been closed. So today, you can see we're all in our swimsuits. We were super ready to go. It's like 98 degrees today. It's awful. And we went to go swimming, and I don't know if somebody ruined the pool experience today and they had to shock it, or what happened, but we went over there to go swimming and they said it's not open till 3, which in this weather is awful. So, and I know it, you know, some of it's out of their control, but they had a maintenance guy come to resurface the pool at the beginning, well, supposed to be toward the beginning of the year, and he came like a month later, and so then it was into June, and we didn't get to go swimming. So now here we are in July, and we're here, and it's our first day to be able to go swimming, and it's closed again. What do you do? Is it just our bad timing, or what? I don't know. It's awful. Something else good to know is that this is a Thousand Trails park, and it is worth having the Thousand Trails membership if you're going to use it more than once, or if you're gonna, I guess, use it for a longer period of time. So since we full-time, it totally makes sense for us, because just staying here for 2 weeks would have cost $900, which the first time we heard that, we about flipped. Like, that's ridiculous. I mean, you can almost pay rent, even in the expensive Portland, Vancouver area, almost pay rent for 2 weeks with that. No thanks. it's good here, but it's not that great. Like, nope, not gonna do it. So it's worth getting the Thousand Trails membership because it can like around $700, and then after staying here for 2 weeks, then anything after that, well, and even within that 2 weeks is actually paid for itself. So at some of them, like this one, it costs $20 a night after that, after the membership, and other ones like Long Beach, it's free every night. Mount Hood was free, so, well, you know, free, you pay for the membership, but totally worth it because for us full-timing, that's several places throughout the year, and that cuts our, you know, cuts our rent cost, what we call rent, down major. So super worth getting if you do it more than once or if you do it for an extended period of time. I think it's worth it. And I will say that all the Thousand Trails parks that we've been to have been kept up nicely. There's been little things here and there, you know, pools at, well, I guess the only downside to the pool at the one at Long Beach was that it was super rough and made the kids' toes peel off and bleed, and that was not fun. So, Thousand Trails, get your pool crap together. Otherwise, you're doing great. Doing great. Thousand Trails resorts also have, well, and really almost all RV parks have like a basketball park and horseshoes and little barbecue pits. We do because their pool has not been open every time is we try and get on their sprinkler system and we just run through that field down there by the pond. So nice. So use the water any way you can when it's hot. You got to. You just all RV parks that we have been to, and unfortunate at the same time, is that they all have locks on their bathrooms because they don't want people coming in that are not supposed to be using them. So super clean in here. It's well kept up.
I wish there was air conditioning in here.
Not, well, yeah, it's actually blowing.
Well, it doesn't feel like it.
They all
good.
have showers
This is
and
the perfect
bathrooms.
time to go
This one
back.
actually is a pretty nice shower. And there's shower number 2. It's a little bit outdated, but not bad. Better than Mount Hood. Most RV parks have a couple of bathrooms throughout that you can use. This one, I know there's this bathroom, which is down the hill past the trash from us. And then there's the clubhouse, but that bathroom's not always open. But the pool does have bathrooms when you know, that I feel like is essential. You can't not have a bathroom when you have kids going swimming. That just doesn't work out. Tiny houses here at this one, not for you to rent out per se, but just people that are permanent here, from my understanding. I could be wrong, they might be rentals, but Mount Hood had all these different ones that you could rent and, you know, cabins you could stay at. That is not the case with all RV parks. I feel like that's more the ones that are up in the mountains at more tourist per se type, you know, places. And this one is on the edge of Portland. They don't have that here. It's either you're permanent or you drive your own. That's about it. So there's some cute little ones though. This one is actually my favorite. It's so cute. See, it might be, I don't know, it might be a rental out just because the marker in the window. And there's a couple more. It is so hot. So hot right now. We're dying, but we're trying to kill time while the pool's not open. That's what you feel like. Train! That is something almost at every RV park. They are almost always, okay, maybe I shouldn't say that. Almost all of the RV parks that we've stayed at, there's a train close by. So it's a common thing. But I feel like there's a good amount of shade at this RV park. This little section down here where the tiny houses are, it's kind of spotty. There's a couple of trees by a few of them, but that's about it. But I feel like all the other parts that you can park in, at least 50% of them are in shade. So that part's nice because otherwise your RV heats up so fast and so bad. It's like, I don't even know what to put a comparison to, like sticking yourself inside the microwave.
No, it's like
The fun games we like to do when we walk around the RV park to get just exercise in is to go look at everybody's license plates and see how many states we can get. In the summertime, that's a lot easier than the winter, but it's fun. I like it. Lots of Oregon here, obviously, because we're in Oregon. Good, because they have a couple of guest parking, I think at every spot. Maybe not though, maybe they don't have it at the back too. But this one and the one up front, they have guest parking. So for us, that's really nice because since we're from Vancouver, there are people that we want to come hang out when we're around. Also, airplanes when you're in Portland because you're close to the airport. The lovely shade you have. This one's really nice, but sometimes RV parks put them so close to the edge of your parking spot. We have caught many countless branches on our RV because they are so close to our parking spots. But these ones, they're all pretty good. They keep them trimmed up and a little bit distance from your spot. This is really nice and spacious. Not so great though that the AC is either broken or just not turned on while we're waiting for the stinking bowl. But they have lots of games here and that's nice. It's fun for the kids. And they also, at this one, they have a lot of activities and they always print it out. There's 2 campground hosts and they're really good people and they help take care of stuff and that's fun. They make it really fun. And then here is the pool. It's a pretty good size. We have never been swimming in it. Hopefully in 10 minutes we will get to and they won't like say, oh, just kidding, it's gonna take another 5 hours. About not having bathrooms up by us. I didn't realize you could get into these bathrooms through the clubhouse. I just thought this was like a 1 bathroom stall thing. There's a whole row, I can't even show you because it's so close up, of showers and then 2 stalls. But this is really close to where we're at. I didn't even know this is what it was like up here. What that is lacking though is that there is no AC in here. I mean, it sounds like something's blowing. It's so hot in these buildings. This is awful.